Hey, Alex, just your thoughts overall on certainly a disappointing season for your group, but how do you look back on it now that it's over?
Yeah, it's always disappointing when you don't make the playoffs. And I mean, it's been a very different season, I think, for everyone. For us, I think we lost some key players in the offseason last year, and we had some new guys, and it was tough to not have a preseason to kind of get some games played together. So it took us a while to get going, and then obviously we started to play better, started to win some games, and had a break, and then obviously COVID hit us, and we had to go through that whole thing, which wasn't easy, but we got through it, and yeah, so it was overall a very, very different season, and we went through some hard times, which will make us stronger in the end, but you're always disappointed when you don't make the playoffs.
You're out of contract as of the end of the season. What do you hope the future holds, and have there been discussions with the Canucks about coming back?
We haven't talked anything yet, and we'll see what's going to happen here. I don't really know, but I've been here my whole career. I've been very fortunate to be able to play here my whole career. I've always said that I really like it here. It's a great place to live, a great place to play, good organization and great fans. So, but we'll see what happens. I don't have an answer right now.
We'll go next to Ian McIntyre.
Alex, do you want to continue playing for the Canucks? Is that your first choice?
Yeah, if everything works. Sorry, you're cutting out.
Can you hear me?
Sorry, Ian. Yeah, we're kind of losing you here a little bit. Okay, we'll go to Thomas Grants. We'll try to come back to Ian in a second.
Alex, have you decided for sure that you want to continue playing, whether it's for the Canucks or elsewhere? Are you for sure going to try and play again next season?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I still love the game. I still feel like I can play. So I definitely want to keep playing.
And I want to be careful about asking this so that you can answer it. But in the event that your old friends, Henrik and Daniel, were to join the organization, having known them as long as you have, what do you think they're capable of bringing in a leadership role should that in fact occur?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, what they would bring if they were to take a position. Not that I know what that would be, but like they have obviously a lot of experience from playing the game and just being top players for so many years. So and have been through a lot of players, coaches, and everything. So their experience is probably what they would bring.
We'll go next to Jeff Patterson.
Alex, you played so much over the weekend in that quest for the 100th goal, and then you didn't play yesterday. I'm just curious. I mean, we know you're a gamer and would play, I think, any game you could play. Was that a difficult conversation with Travis? Was that his call, your call? Why didn't you play yesterday?
We talked, I don't know how many games ago, that we were gonna rest 1D every game, and he just kind of gave me the option of what game. So I picked the last one, and like the thing with getting my 100 goal, I don't know, like I didn't get it for 52 games, so I don't know what the chances were that I was gonna get it if I play one more. So I don't think that was that big of a deal for me, and that's just what we decided a few games ago.
And you're a guy with terrific perspective. You were here in 2011 at the height of that era. You were there in the bubble last year when the team kind of reinvigorated the city, and here you are now as a team that finished last in this 7-team Canadian division. Who are the real Canucks, and what's your sense of, are you the team that excited everybody in the bubble and this was an off season, or how much work is there ahead of this group to sort of get back up the competitive ladder?
Yeah, I mean, I think we definitely kind of took a step back from what we did in the bubble. Like I said, we lost some really good players. We added some too, but and then I think how the season were with all the no preseason and the fact that the whole team got COVID. Those were some challenges that we had to go through. But I think we still have great players here, great young guys that are coming in. We saw some new young guys that came in this year that that have great potential, that can be great players and play here for a long time and be very valuable to this organization. So I think this season was definitely a disappointment, but I think there's things to look forward to.
We'll try going back to Ian McIntyre now.
Hopefully it's a little better this time. Alex, losing is never great on any level, and obviously it affects morale. But I know that guys were disappointed with that none of the players who were UFAs before the season were brought back. There were stories that guys felt maybe not supported during the COVID outbreak, with little contact about the schedule ahead of time. What is the morale like on the team, and does the group feel supported by the organization?
Yeah, I think so. But I think, things like that, like happen in the off season, sometimes you lose great players and, great teammates, but, that's part of the business. That's what happens in all teams. And, things like that, you can't do much about. And when the team you have, you believe in that. And once you lose some players and you add some players, like you can't dwell in that like when it's done. So you got to just look forward. And like going through COVID, like it's a new thing for everyone. I don't know. I think it was hard for everyone, but I think we always felt supported by the organization.
Okay. And what would you say is the most important thing to happen between now and next season for the Canucks to be better than this season? What do you think is the most important thing?
I'm not sure, but I think we have. I think there's a lot of question marks. Some guys don't have contracts, so obviously, if there are players that need to be added, that's up to the GM to build a good competitive team. I think like we saw some young guys here later in the year that really showed great potential. So, it's up to the GM to build a good team for next year, and I think they know what we need. So that's up to them.
We'll go next year to Gemma Carson-Smith.
Hi, Alex. Wondering if you can talk to us about what Coach Green has meant to you over the past few years and what he's done for this team.
Yeah, I think he came in and, we obviously weren't great there for a few years, and he came in and kind of, he set a good standard, a higher standard and what players need to do, and kind of built more of a winning culture here, and I think we've been kind of getting better and better every year, and not counting this year, but I think for me, he kind of set the bar higher and kept everyone accountable, and I think that helped me and that helped the whole team.
And can you speak to what it's like to be at this stage of your career and not really sure of what's coming next? You've obviously spent your entire career so far in Vancouver. What does it feel like to not know where you're going to be next season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay for me right now. I knew that going into this last year that I probably wouldn't know what was going on till after the season. So, I'm okay with that. I've in previous years I've always kind of had a contract already done before the last late year of my contract, but we'll see what happens here. I'm not thinking too much about it right now. Now I just gotta, take a break from hockey and enjoy some time with my family, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll take one more here from Ben Kuzma.
Couple for me, Alex. A second year for a player can be almost more difficult than the first because they don't really know you that well. I'm sure you experienced that on a personal level. What did you make of the season that Quinn Hughes had in terms of everybody on the opposition becoming a little bit more familiar with his game, maybe trying to do that little bit extra to get you guys going? What did you make of this season, Alex?
Yeah, I think he showed again how good he is. Like you say, it is harder when you come back for the second season, because players were probably surprised of how good he was the first season, and then you learn how to play against him, and then he has to adjust to that. But that's what good players do, and he's going to be a great defenseman here for many years. The team, we weren't great this year, so that makes kind of everyone look bad when your team is not, when you end up in the last spot in the division. But I think he's a great player, and he's going to be so important for this organization.
And what did you see in Jack Rathbone? I know he only got so many games under his belt, Alex, but he looked to have a game that might be ready to transfer to the NHL level. Yeah,
I really like this game. He's a great skater, and I think he's got the right attitude, the right mindset. So, I think he looked good in the games he played, and he definitely has a lot of potential.